Well, it's nice to be back in the studio once again with my special guest, Larry Brown, singer, songwriter, storyteller, right here in person. Good to have you.
Good morning.
How you been?
Well, pretty good.
Kind of busy?
Well, very busy.
I guess so, because he's got a big storytelling conference coming up. Shall we
right.
show people the cover of this?
Please do.
Okay, let me show it the camera, and you tell me what this is all about.
Well, this is the annual Kansas City Storytelling Festival. It's called Storytelling Celebration, and it'll be April 24, 28. And they bring in four kind of nationally recognized tellers. And then there's a whole group, probably a couple dozen of other regional tellers. We go to schools, libraries. But I got the privilege this year of being one of the featured tellers.
There you are, yeah. So you're big time now.
And we put our own quotation from Uncle James right on the brochure.
Yeah, it does mention Pepper and Friends down here that you appear on the show. So you're expecting a good audience.
Well, yes, I'll be telling an evening concert at Maple Woods College, and I'll be doing ghost telling at the library downtown Kansas City, and then on Saturday night, the Storytelling Spectacular at the Unity Temple in the Plaza.
So let's see, that's tomorrow.
It starts Wednesday.
Wednesday, too?
Yes, it starts Wednesday and then through Saturday night.
Okay. Can people find this information on your website?
Yes, there'll be a reference to it.
Okay, so if you want more information on this, if you'd like to go see Larry in person, which I highly suggest you do, check out his website, www.brownstory.com.
Correct.
Phone number 642-9326, and your CDs are located at Walters Boone Historical Museum and Sassafras Moon World Gifts in Hallsville.
Correct.
Now you've got a story for us today.
Yes, yes.
Okay, is there a name for this story?
Jack's Dream.
Ah, a Jack story.
Now, Jack and his older brothers, Tom and Will, lived about 100 years ago down in Stone County outside the town of Gnawbone. And they heard there was going to be a big festival up at Springfield, so they packed up some food and got ready to take that long journey from down in Stone County up the Ozark Wilderness Road to Springfield. But you know, it was a several-day journey, and after a couple of days, they ran out of food. And it was a long walk, and they were hungry, and the three of them says, we got to find somebody friendly enough that we can get some food. We'd be willing to pay, but if somebody would just share their meal, that'd be great. And sure enough, they noticed a cabin off to the side of the road. Thought, there's probably somebody friendly there, give us something to eat. Well, the three boys went there and knocked on the door, and the little old man opened the door and invited them in, and Tom, who was the oldest, said, reckon you could share a little food with us? And they looked, and that little man was stirring just a little pot of beans on the stove. He looked up at those three lanky boys and said, well, I'd be glad to share what I got, but I think I probably only have about enough for one of you. You'll just have to figure out which one of you is going to get the beans. Well, the three boys looked at each other, and Jack says, I have an idea. Why don't we sleep on it? If you wouldn't mind, we just sleep out in the barn, and maybe we'll have a dream and figure out which one of us would be the best one to eat those beans. Well, the three boys agreed. They went to the barn, slept that night. Next morning, they woke up all ready to find out who dreamed what, to figure out who was going to get the beans. Well, Tom said, you know, I had a dream last night, and in that dream, a beautiful woman came to me and says, Tom, you're a big, healthy, husky boy, needs lots of food to keep your energy. Probably be best for you to eat that food. Then you'd be strong enough to take care of the other two boys if you need to. Will says, well, that's funny. I had a dream last night. In that dream, there was a little old lady came to me in the dream and said, Will, you're so good looking. To just keep your good looks, it probably ought to be you to eat those beans because, you know, your good looks and your charm probably could help the other two boys make their way. Then they looked at Jack, and Jack looked at the other two boys and said, oh, Tom and Will, I had a dream, and in the middle of the night, that same little old man that invited us into his cabin last night came to me in a dream and said, you know, these beans are not going to keep forever, and Jack, you're the littlest of the three. You might not make it through the night, so best you just get up in the night and eat those beans. Jack said, and that's what I did. It pays to pay attention to your dreams, Jack said. Well, the three boys made their way on up to Springfield to the festival, and I guess they did all right. Jack's Dream.
Storyteller Larry Brown, one of a kind, a true original right here in Central Missouri. Thank you so much, and good luck at the Storytelling Conference.
You're welcome.
Maybe we'll have a story on that next time we see you.
All right, we'll do that.
All right, and we'll see you next time in the Kids Corner. Until then, bye-bye, be good. Yay, and see you.